Rachel and I are making a Capiz shell DIY faux Capiz shell chandelier, and this is the first step. Cut strips of wax paper about 18 inches long. Then you iron them together with parchment, three sheets of the wax paper together with between two pieces of parchment, so they come out looking like this. Okay, so then you line up 3 pieces of wax paper like that on top of a piece of parchment, and then put another piece of parchment on top of that, and then just iron it. And it only takes about 2 or 3 seconds to just go right along. The parchment paper is very slippery, so you kind of have to hold it in place. But go along like this until you get the whole thing ironed down. And it will look like this when you're done, and all 3 pieces are bound together. And then we're going to make circles and sew them together, and it's going to be this really cool chandelier. Okay. So the next thing you do is cut the wax paper into 3-inch strips. We're making 2.5-inch circles with a hole punch we got from Hobby Lobby with a 50% off coupon. And you make 6 layers, 6 of those 3-inch strips up. Slide it inside very carefully. Get it just so. Just line up the edges, really.
Yeah.
Slide it inside, and then you have to use your muscles to do this. And then you get, look at that. It's a bunch of little circles. Okay, so once you have a whole bunch of these circles made, I mean just hundreds and hundreds or tons and tons of circles made, then you start stitching them together, and literally it's just stitching down the center of them. And the size, the length that you make will depend upon the size of the chandelier that you got, and we'll show you ours in a second, but right now 5 is what we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because we're looping ours, I'm leaving a 6-inch space and doing 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you end up with a chain that looks like this, with a space in the center. And then give me the camera, and you go do what you do with that. And then we're going to drape it on our chandelier frame, which you can see over here. And we're draping it around 2 times.
If I can get it.
Sorry, you're on camera. Okay. So that is what our chandelier is starting out to look like, which is just so cool. Got this adorable frame, also at Hobby Lobby for 50% off. So as you can see, we simply have a light bulb hanging down from a center hook, and we're putting in 3 other hooks to hold the chandelier in place. And we'll show you the finished project here in just a minute. And this is our finished project. Looks just like the expensive Capiz shell chandelier that I have at home that I paid $325 for.